Behind every home, every smile, every street, there's a story. This is Beats of Fulshear, and we're telling it. Hi, everybody. You're welcome to today's show. On today's episode, I have a very special guest in the building. I have known her for a couple of years. And I reached out to her and I said, "Hey, would you like to be on the show today? Because I know you are a community person. You love to work with the community. I know that because I did have a few events we did together for the community here. And she happily said yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let's introduce or let's put our hands together for Isabel Cantu. How you doing, Isabel?
I'm good, Brown. Thank you for inviting me to be here today.
So there's something about Isabel that is unique. You all know I live in Pecan Ridge, right here in Fulshear, and when my family and I moved into Fulshear, she was one of the first people my family met. I would say my wife met her, and they became friends. And at that point, we didn't know that she was the first person to move into Pecan Ridge. Not to worry, we're going to talk about that one later. We're going to talk much about that later.
Yeah.
But it's a pleasure to have you here, Isabel.
Thank
And looking forward to a very warm and casual conversation.
Yes, me too, Brown.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, first person, first neighbor to move into Pecan Ridge. Um, let's see, a little bit about myself. I've born and raised in the area, actually in Sugar Land, not too far from here, and grew up in Rosenberg and then out in the Heights, Montrose area in my younger age, in my younger age. Then decided to come out this way to Fulshear. I have some siblings that live in Vanbrook and Cross Creek West, and I wanted to be closer to my siblings where I could help raise my son. Yeah. Single mom. Yeah.
How does it feel to be a single mom?
Well, it's fun, but it can also be a struggle at times because there's a lot always I have to carry, being a single mom and having to take care of the duties in the home and outside the home. But it's something I'm very proud of because it's accomplished, and I love being with my son and we're learning every day about each other. So it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. And being surrounded by my family also helps.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
I see you've been all around the Houston area for quite some time.
Yeah.
I heard you say Sugarland, a bunch of other places around the Houston area. So what really brought you to Fulshear?
Well, I think I like the diverse community that's out here. And I'm a country girl. My parents, we grew out in the country. So I was looking for that space too to be out in the open and still enjoy having that country feel, and getting to be close to my family, And my previous job, I travel a lot for work. So it was nice to know I had my family to support me and my son while I was out working. But now that we're here, and being able to see everything, and it was a good move, a good choice to come out here. Yeah.
Nice, nice,
I enjoy it. So does my
nice.
son.
Yeah, I have met him a couple of times, and I'm going to share this little story with the viewers. I met him at the store one time. He was with you, and he had this vinyl with him.
Yes.
I was really shocked because I'm a DJ, and seeing a young boy like that with a vinyl, that kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
So, what kind of music does he listen to?
Oh my gosh, there's probably let me think about that. So he's got Lana Del Rey, Stevie Nicks, some people I've never even heard of, Taylor Swift. It's a big category of different musicians he listens to. Some of the oldies too, like he's got a couple of Frank Sinatra, Elvis, and then gosh, Brown, it's hard to try to recall all of them, but there's like over 1,000 albums in his room. So
My God.
yeah, he's got a whole side wall of nothing but albums. Yeah.
Wow.
Even Adele, we've got some Adele, and a lot of artists I've gone with him to concerts I'd never even heard of before. SZA's one of them, Lady Gaga. He's kind of opened up my my palette, so you could say, to the different genres of music. But that's just something we share, and we like going to the record stores out in Houston too, which not that many, but he does love to do that, and I do too.
Yeah,
So
vinyls are gradually fading out. So,
yes, they are.
you know, well, I heard a bunch of artists I never heard before, and I thought I was a DJ. So, so one of these days, I'll probably come hang out in his room, see what he has, if
Yeah,
he'll let me.
he will. He will, especially if it's to come check out the albums.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, that's nice. So we're going to talk a little bit about Pecan Ridge.
yeah,
I love Pecan Ridge. I hope my what I just said doesn't influence what you have to say. I love it here.
I do too.
You know, so
I do too.
you being, I want to say you were the first. I want to say you were the first to move into Pecan Ridge. So tell us a little bit about how those early life was, because I can only imagine. Because when we moved in on my street, we were the first on my street. It was quiet. It was
Oh.
lonely. It was dark. So I can only imagine for someone like you what it felt like during those early days in Pecan Ridge.
Well, it was definitely a change for sure. We lived in our old home for almost, I'd say, 15 years. So I decided to sell, pack it up, move out here to Fulshear. So those early days, it was going to the post office and them not even knowing of Pecan Ridge and what, there's another subdivision, so getting that process set up and then moving in, and it was just pitch black. I mean, you couldn't see anything out here.
I can relate to that.
Yes. But at the same time, it was like a new adventure for us, and getting acclimated to the home and trying to get things figured out with, like I said, the post office and school. But it was so nice and quiet. And it just gave us the time to really unwind and go through the home. And it was so nice and pleasant, and you guys moved in shortly after.
Yes, yes.
And you guys were like the next neighbors, right? And then I don't think there was anybody for a little bit. So we kind of had free range for a little while, which was nice. But then it was also nice to be able to see more houses coming up and more neighbors moving in. But it was very nice. So really everyone should say thanks to me because I set everything up, because had I not done that, I mean, I don't it was a struggle trying to get the mail and the mailbox keys, things like that, and there was no HOA at the time. I think they were still trying to get that set up, but it was nice. And I still love living here.
If no one has said thank you to you yet, I am saying thank you
Oh,
right now,
you're
because
welcome.
you made it easier for us to settle in here, and we
Yes.
appreciate you. My family and I appreciate you. My wife loves you.
I love her too. She's so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. So I know a lot of things happen in between, but at what point in time did it start to feel like a community rather than like just a new development?
Well, okay, Brown. So as you know, I'm a single mom, so I do a lot of the yard work all by myself. So a lot of times you will catch me outside working on the yard. And I felt like it started to come to be a community when I started to meet my neighbors. As slowly, one by one, they kept moving in, and I was always out. So I was always able to get to meet all the new neighbors that were coming in, and they were my next door neighbors. And it was just very nice to see a new family moving in and introducing myself and getting to know who they were and where were they coming from, and then just seeing all the bright smiles and that good energy of like, yeah, we just got our home, we're moving in, we're excited. So I think once, because my section was like the first one that was kind of built out, and being able to see everyone move in was really nice, and it just started to feel like a community because all the neighbors really were genuinely very pleasant and very nice. And we all kind of made not a pact, but we just kind of knew like, okay, I'm a new neighbor. You're here. What can you tell me that I don't know? So it was good to share all the good things about moving in and getting settled in.
Yeah, it does feel good when you're moving into a new house, because remember clearly the excitement on my kids' faces when they were moving in. They were already, oh, this is gonna be my room. This is,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
it's a good feeling when you're moving into a new house,
exactly.
and for me, moving to Fulshear, it's all my wife's doing. I never thought I was ever gonna live in Fulshear until she said, hey, let's go check out Fulshear. And the moment I drove into Fulshear, I just loved it.
Yeah.
You know, so um, I still have a few more questions about Pecan Ridge because
Yeah.
you are the owner, the face of Pecan Ridge at this point in time. I know they have two builders, Tri Point and
Mhm.
Toll Brothers.
Mhm.
So, what improvements so far or changes probably interest you the more in Fulshire? So, because I know there's been changes from when we moved in, a bunch of things. They were not, they didn't have the community center.
Exactly. They
Yeah,
didn't have that built out yet.
like you said, the mill, the
Yeah.
post office, they didn't even know we existed and stuff like that. So, from that time and now, what improvement do you like the most, if there's any actually?
Well, I loved being able to see the build out of the pool and the recreation center, and just being able to have my family come over and do the walkthrough of that area. So there's some good parts to that. And then I think in the back of my mind, us not being able to have full access to that area, 24/7, like the pool, things like that. But it was nice to get to see the development to be built up, right? From nothing, and then to see the way that it is now with all these homes out here. And just, I mean, even when I came here right now, I took a little drive and I saw a couple of people, a couple of families walking around the pond out there. And it's just really nice because the weather's so pretty and it's sunny and it's just so wholesome. So it's nice to see that, driving in and taking a little drive, and or just, taking the stroll. But that just kind of puts a smile on my face when I see people out there enjoying what we have out here, and what's now a community, our home. It's nice.
Thank you. And I'm going to share this little story about Isabel. So we have the community has this Facebook group and also a WhatsApp group. I can't remember. There was this a person that was complaining about something not working at the I think it was a light, street lights or something.
Oh yeah, the
And
streetlights.
then Isabel actually got into her golf cart and drove around the community to make sure she, wrote down the number of the lights that were not working so she could, send it to the HOA.
Yeah,
You're
to Center Point. Yeah.
Center Point,
Center
sorry,
Point.
Center
Yeah.
Point. You're a wonderful neighbor.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
are.
try to look out for whoever. I was just driving around the other night with my son. We were looking at the Christmas lights, and I was jotting numbers down again because there were still lights that weren't working. Yeah.
That's really nice
Yeah.
of you. Uh, we have really nice neighbors here in Pecan Ridge.
We do.
Yes, and I think it all boils down to the first person that moved in. It was what we felt. We felt that positive energy, and we all decided to keep it positive that way.
Yes.
You know, and then
And that's what we want. We want positive.
correct,
Mhm.
correct. And then tell me a little bit about the social spot.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love the social spot. It's a great group of people that are a part of it. And we try to plan events that will bring our neighbors together. And we do have one coming up, I'm hoping in the new year, with the wine tasting or
Ooh,
sharing your favorite wine with your neighbor. We're still in the works with that, but we've got lots of great ideas to bring the adults together, but also the families, and see how we can connect and build our neighborhood so it's more of a cohesive unit, right? And not, oh well, it's divided or whatever. We're all there to build relationships, get to know our neighbors, and have some fun while we do it, right?
yep. I heard you say something about wine tasting, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Ooh,
what we want to do. I think, well, we did the poll on the WhatsApp, and so that was like the number one thing. So we've got a lot of people who want to drink some wine,
yeah, yeah.
and we'll get that scheduled and set that up. Got to get with Phyllis and iron out the details, but it's in the works.
All right, please keep me posted on that one because
Who doesn't want to come have a glass of wine, right?
well, I don't know. I can only speak for myself.
Yeah. Well, apparently the polls told the truth, so a
Yes.
lot of neighbors want to be able to be a part of that.
Yes, and
So
then people just want to connect with their neighbors.
yes.
I want to be able to say hi to anybody that drives past my house, my next door neighbor.
Yeah. And we have a lot of new neighbors now. So it's hard to get to everyone. We're all working and busy, but having moments like this where we can engage with new residents that move in and our new neighbors, we want to be able to do that and also show them that we could come together and have some fun, you know?
Okay, talking about new neighbors, what would you want the new neighbors to know about the history? I know it's probably been just a couple of years. It does have history. Pecan Ridge has history.
Yes.
What would you want the new neighbors to know about Pecan Ridge?
Well, I think what I would share with the new neighbors moving in is that it is a diverse community, but also we're wanting to become a family, right? Of neighbors, and that we can trust what we build here in our neighborhood, right? And we lean on one another.
Correct.
And seems like we've got a lot of people that come in and they'll come. Well, if you're out of town, we've got some dog walkers, that will come and take care of your pets, things like that. I think building a solid foundation within our neighborhood is going to be a positive thing so that we can build and be more successful with our neighbors, how we want our community to grow. There's good and bad, but I think overall we've got a good bunch of people that live here. As far as the history goes, my younger sister swears all her friends lived out here in Fulshear when she was young in high school. So I'm learning all of this that's out here, but I honestly can't wait to see the layout and the build out of what's to come with how all these new shops and stores and will bring a lot of opportunity for new people to come and be a part of that and be a part of the history and watch it grow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my son's going to graduate this year, so I'm looking forward to it. And they're at Fulshear High School. And I don't know if you're aware of this. I was unaware, but it is like the top high school for LCISD with
Yes.
the most students.
Correct.
Yeah, which I just found that out. Busy mama, that's what happens. So it's huge. I just, it's a good place to grow up and have your kids be a part of it.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you, Isabel. I usually love to end my interviews with something interesting.
Yes.
So if you could describe Pecan Ridge in one word, what would it be and why?
One word, Brown, that's kind of hard to do for our diverse neighborhood, but
Okay, one sentence.
I would say Pecan Ridge is full of diversity and openness. That's what I'll say. Yeah. And I love it here. And so does my son. And the one thing I love the most is just being able to get to meet all my neighbors and the ones that I've met and the ones to meet. So Pecan Ridge is a good neighborhood, and I'm glad that I made the choice to move here. And I've gotten to know you and Yeti and all my other friends that are here, and the book club, which I love, and the social spot that we've built. And it's just, I'm looking forward to what's to come for next year, too.
You heard it from Isabel, my neighbor, my friend, and a very, very well respected person in my community because we all are so lucky to have her as our neighbor here. And I want to call her the chair for the social committee, which is not HOA affiliated in any way. They're known as the social spots, which of course I'm a member of. And I'm looking forward to the wine tasting.
Me
I
too.
am looking forward to that one. I
Me
don't care
too.
about what else you guys will be planning, but that one,
Yes.
count me in.
Yes, most definitely. We'll get something set up. I think it's going to be sometime in January, so something to look forward to.
Ooh, January is just next month. Okay.
Yes.
Looking forward to that one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate you making
you.
our time to come talk to our viewers. And
Yes.
we'll probably do this sometime again in future because I know we will definitely call you back sometime.
Yes, sounds good, Brown. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for having me.
So thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. We appreciate you coming on the show. And to our viewers, thank you so much for for watching today's episode. If you ever want to be on the show, if you think you want to be a guest on the show, please reach out. We'll be glad to work something out. Be safe. Remember, this is Fulshear.